Welcome to Geektopia. My name is Adam Carruthers. It's a space on the internet where I love to come and talk about all things geek-related, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. And within Geektopia, we've got little segments, I guess you could call it. This is Geek Squad, so it's not just me. I'm joined by a bunch of friends, and I want you to be part of this conversation in the future. It's where we agree to watch something the previous week, and the following week, i.e. right now, we discuss it. So we have something which I thought would be right up her alley because it's a horror movie we're about to review. I'll introduce it in a second. We have LeVar Burton smiling because she's a horror queen, the screen queen. Pradeep Naidu, Puppy Zach, Milli Vanilli, Whoopi Goldberg, not sure what to go with that. And also Grumpy Carvin J, who's smiling, but the moment I said Grumpy, his face dropped to live up to the name. But in reality, like I always say, he's actually a sweetheart deep inside. Trust me on that. So the movie we're reviewing, he's still shaking his head, but deep down I know it's true, is Malignant, directed by James Wan, born in Kuching. So of course, Malaysia loves to claim ownership to him, and very proud.
We own him.
We own him. He's one of our own. Anyway, it is a horror movie. It's just come out. I'm going to go straight to the horror queen herself. Levy, did you like it?
I didn't like it, sadly. I didn't like it at all.
At all?
Yeah, at all. I thought I would. I watched the trailer. I was like, oh, it looks interesting, you know. Then when I watched it, I could only pay attention during I think
the bloody
scene. The first few parts of the movie. Then after that, it got, in the middle, it was a bit draggy. Then later in the end, it got kind of interesting. So yeah, I didn't really like the movie at all, sadly.
One thing I learned is this movie is very divisive. You either love it and think it's the greatest thing ever, one of the best horror movies to come out in years, or you just full stop like yourself, Levy, you don't like it. And I know that Puppy Zach had watched it even before we said that we're going to review it, and he was extolling its virtues to me. You loved it, right, Puppy?
Oh, I loved it. Because why? Because it brought back a certain genre that has been lost in this era of superhero movies and like reboots and whatever. But this brought back like a horror genre classic that, you know, you missed out. It, like, that was very prominent in the 80s and 90s.
You also love the filmmaking techniques.
Excuse me?
The filmmaking techniques. Because one of the things you said to me was, wow, if James Wan employs any of the techniques he used in Malignant for the next Aquaman movie, it's gonna be amazing.
So I was referring to the what police station scene when Gabriel was loose. So those shots were not very easy to do, and props to the actor as well. I think her name is Marissa. Like, that was an actual body contortionist. I don't know how do you say it. Like, she actually had to do all that, and they did it with like a certain camera equipment that's kind of new to the industry. So I was very pleasantly surprised, and looking forward to what he's gonna do with Aquaman.
Interesting. Okay. Prateep, what about yourself? Where do you stand on this? Because the opposite end of the spectrum to Levy is you. It's quite appropriate that Levy's wearing black, evil darkness. You're wearing white because you don't like horror movies. You are the goodness.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Goodness in life.
Look how Kevin had to adjust himself. Like, goodness. My goodness in life.
So, Prateep, the angel in the conversation to Levy's devil, what do you make of the movie?
For me, it was like I really thought, like, after watching the trailer and then the beginning of the movie, like, is this really another, like, I was watching it as if it was like a supernatural thing, like she really has this demon that's following her, connected to her. Then when the movie started progressing, I was like, maybe it's an alter ego kind of thing. And then towards the end, I actually like the twist where it's actually like her twin, like something like a Siamese twin kind of thing. I found that, like, I don't know if it's ever been done. I like the twist. And then when, you know, like the police station scene, I really like how they did it. And also I felt like they could have went with the route, like Gabriel just overtakes her mind and she does all her fight scenes and parkour like a normal human, but they had to do it like backwards. I really like that. I really appreciate that the actress did the parkour backwards, the fight scenes backwards. And yeah, for me, it was a good movie, but I wouldn't say like it's like very, very nice. Like it was okay lah.
What?
This is amazing. So we have Evie who really didn't like it. We got Zach who absolutely loved it. We got you in between. So let's go finally to Grumpy Carvin J.
Oh, get ready for this one.
Right. So I went gray because I'm also in between. Like I like parts of it. I didn't like parts of it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I saw the twist like a mile away.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like, yeah, it's a twist. Like, we knew. Like I still like the fact that it was a original idea rather than a remake. I like the fact that it's something new. I love how he told the story. I think the story is very unique in a way. I hate the ending though. The ending sucks. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The end, like, she becomes the hero. She's like, oh, I'll take over. Like, come on, it's never like that. It's always like, I mean, to be fair, at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, why you still stay in the house? Move, move away from that. What is wrong? But then I realized that, look, it's a twin, so it would have moved with her. So but I just like the way that this, I mean, the horror, I don't know if I can consider this horror.
It's a hack and slash movie, like it's a
it's more like a hack and slash. It's more like a
Halloween
thriller kind of murder movie kind of thing. Because I mean, yes, there is the supernatural part of it where he's psychic and all that. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's not as scary but gory. It's more like a slasher film rather than a horror film. And also the fact that I think James Wan is a great director. I think he did really well telling the story, and I think he did really well in the cinematography and also the arrangement of the story. Because at the end, when you realize it was he held the information about the mother as long as possible until the very end, and that's the mother, that's why he kidnapped her. And also the fact that the when the mother escapes, she drops down the ceiling and the police are like I didn't like the cop. I think it was the cop was used as a plot device very, very conveniently, to be fair, to just move the plot forward. But at the end, when she just like, oh, I'll take over and I can play mind games with you too. I would have liked it better if the twin actually killed the sister and the mother.
True. I also want to discuss the cast because I quite like the fact that I didn't really know anybody in the cast. So
the husband is like he's always playing the bad guys in the tweens movies.
Yeah, but it's not mainstream, I mean, Annabelle Wallis, if you watched Annabelle, you'll recognize her and the Mummy, but everyone else was kind of just like almost nobodies. Now, it's strange to say that because the cop guy is actually quite famous in Southeast Asia because he's been based in Singapore for quite a long time, George Young. But outside of that, I mean, he's not particularly well known.
I don't know him.
You don't know him. Some people do know him. I mean, did you like that nobody in the cast was really famous, so it just allows you to get drawn into the story? Pretty.
Yeah, I think like everyone, like many people who went for the win, in my opinion, is because of James Wan. Like they know he's a great director, and then even like it seemed like in the trailers also, it seemed very like a new idea for me. For me, it seemed like a very new idea, and like yeah, I think it's like a great step for like especially the main actress, with her doing all the backwards thing and all. I think we can see her more in horror movies from here on now.
Yeah, it's great because I mean it shows sometimes the power a director has, because the main attraction to this movie was not the actors. It wasn't the name of the movie. It's an original IP. It is James Wan, and very few directors have that pulling power. Christopher Nolan is someone that you will watch the film just because it's Christopher Nolan. Is there any movie that you would recommend over this as a hack and slash for yourself, Carvin? What do you think?
Sorority Girls and The Creature from Hell.
Oh,
Okay.
Adam has sorority girls and the treasure planet or something like that.
No, that one different. That one different.
So
yeah.
that's the
Sorority
one you
Girls
should
and the
download.
Creature from Heaven.
Okay.
If
That
you
one
watch
you
my
should-
Netflix special, you'll be very acquainted by it.
What about yourself, Prateep? Anything that you would recommend instead of Malignant if you like this sort of movie? I know horror things aren't really your genre.
I no, really, because I wouldn't recommend any horror.
Okay, fair enough. What's the most like terrifying horror movie that you've watched?
I really don't know. I
Malignant.
think Sinister when we all did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, Levy's laughing at you. She's like,
Pussy.
Mister. I can watch that with my eyes open.
whilst asleep at the same time.
Ah.
Puppy Zach, since you liked it so much.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think James Wan has something here. Like, it's he's creating his own kind of like vibe
Right.
with hack and slash. You know, it's not just that right. It's
His own
action
franchise.
and it's and a bit of supernaturals. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
Props to him. Yeah.
Levy, anything you would recommend for this type of hack and slash movie instead of Malignant, since you're not the biggest fan?
I'm not sure though. I don't know whether like the Saw movies will become
Yeah, can.
as this, but
Of
like
course.
not the one, not the latest one lah, that they just released this year. I think it's called Spirals. That one was.
Oh, yeah,
That
the
was-
new one.
yeah.
I mean,
What?
it's very fitting because it's directed by James Wan.
Yeah.
The original, the original one anyway. So yeah, it fits very well. Okay, time for some ratings. So let's start off with what I think will be the highest rating for today. Puppy Zach.
I give it an 8.
Achtung.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't
quite high.
Achtung like warning?
Achtung.
8, not 8.
You gave it an 8.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You gave it an 8.
So
Prateep.
Flemmy 8.
Very flemmy 8. Prateep.
I'll
Mr.
give it a
In-Between?
5.
A 5. Literally,
Yeah.
you're going in
Hey,
between.
bro. Wow.
All right.
Good.
Grumpy Carvin J.
I'll give it a 6. I mean, I did enjoy some parts of it. I did enjoy the twist, although I saw it coming a mile away. But yeah, other than that, I'll give it a 6. It's not bad.
Levy.
I'll give you a 5.
Oh, okay. You're the same as Prateep.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna give it a 7. Yeah, if I'm being generous, a 7. I like the retro sort of vibes of the video cassettes, and the music was pretty nifty, and the action was good. So, and I like gore. What can I say? All right, moving on.
Also, can I just say that what kind of white girl just goes to an abandoned psychiatric clinic hospital?
Exactly. Exactly. I'm just going here trying to take this files.
Levy,
No.
you love your horror movies.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I
sort-
thought
that- that's
something
what
was going to
happens in horror
happen to
movies.
her. Nothing happened to her. I was waiting for something to happen to her. I thought she was going to get killed or something, but nope. She got home safely to watch the video.
Bitch, you gonna die. Bitch,
You're gonna die. What do
And
we?
also like after the husband got brutally murdered, she just oh no, this is my house. I don't want to lose it too. I'm like, bitch, you know your house got problem, right? Just move lah. Stay in the Airbnb for a couple of days, maybe, just let things cool down.
Thank you, Prateep. Thank you, Puppy Zach. Thank you, Grumpy Carvin J. Thank you, Levy. And of course, thank you for watching. Don't forget, leave a comment below. What did you think about Malignant? What do you think we should be watching in the future? And you can also be part of the conversation. My name is Adam, signing out for now. Bye-bye.